All right, welcome to another fantastic day of Geometry Notes. We're going to talk about the areas of sectors and arcs in a triangle. All right, recall first, the formula for area of a circle is pi r squared. Now, what's area of a sector? Well, first of all, what is a sector? A sector is just a part of the circle. Kind of like a slice or a bunch of slices of pizza. All right? And so the way that we do that, so if you look at this first one down here, I'm going to say 45. I'm going to call that theta. And recall theta is an angle that we don't know. So we're going to say theta over 360 times pi r squared. So it's just a portion of the triangle, however much of the pizza you're eating, divided by the whole pizza times pi r squared. If I'm doing circumference, that is 2 pi r, or sometimes we also use pi d because diameter is twice the radius. And the arc length is the same thing. It's just theta over 360 times 2 pi r. All right? So with that in mind, we can solve for these guys. Find the area of the circle, area of the shaded sector, and the arc length. All right, so area of the circle, easy enough. We have a radius of 3. So it's just pi r squared, so pi times 3 squared, which is 9 pi. And we are in feet squared here. And our sector area, I'm going to use A with a little s. We're just going to say 45 divided by 360 times our total area of 9 pi. Now follow along on my calculator. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to say 45 divided by 360 times 9. Gives me this number. I want it as a fraction, so I'm going to do math, enter, enter, and I have 9 over 8. Now, in this, I'm going to put 9 pi over 8. All my answers are going to be in terms of pi. So pi is always going to be in the answer. So when I do the calculator, I do everything but pi in the calculator, knowing that I'm going to write pi eventually. My arc length here is 45 over 360 times 2 pi times 3. So that's going to give me, if we go back to our calculator, 45 divided by 360 times 2 times 3 gives me 0.75. I don't need to do math or enter to know that that is 3 pi over 4 feet. And that is that answer. And this one is this answer. There we go. Those are our two answers. Next one, what if we've got a 100 degree? So area equals pi r squared, which is here 100 pi meters squared. So for our sector area, it's going to be 100 over 360 times 100 pi. And that is going to be equal to 100 divided by 360 times 100. We're decimal, math, enter, enter, 250 pi over 9. So 250 pi over 9, and I am in meters squared. All right, and for my arc length is 100 over 360 times 2 times pi times 10, and I've got 20 versus 100, so I know that that is 1/5. 1/5 of 250 gives me 50 pi over 9 meters in this case. There we go. On we go. This one you're supposed to do on your own, so pause the video, try to work it out on your own, and then come back and check your answers. All right. Area of the circle is pi r squared, which is 36 pi. Area of the shaded sector, area of our sector equals 90 over 360 times 9 pi, times 36 pi. 90 over 360 is 1/4, so this is 9 pi. Got ahead of myself. 9 pi yard squared. And our arc length is just 90 over 360 times 2 times pi times 6, which is 12. 1/4 of 12 is 3 pi. So this is 3 pi yards. There we go, first page down. Let's look at the second page. All right, what if we're given no picture? Well, the first thing you should do is draw a dadgum picture. So here we go. We got ourselves a circle. And what do we know about the circle? We're dealing with a central angle of 25 degrees and a diameter 11, or diameter 22, radius 11. We only want arc length here. So our arc length equals 25 over 360 times 2 times pi times 11. So my arc length here, I'm going to do that in the calculator. 25 divided by 360 times 2 times pi times 11. And that's that weird number, math, enter, enter, 55 over 36. 55 pi over 36, and this is meters. Only meters, no squared there. Next one. Again, try to do this one on your own first and then come back and view the notes. We have a central angle of 80 degrees. And our radius is 6. What is our arc length? Well, here we go. Arc length equals 80 over 360 times 2 times pi times 6. So that is going to be 80 divided by 360 times 2 times 6. And math, enter, enter, 8 pi over 3. 8 pi over 3, and this is inches. All right, next one, we're going to find the sector area and the arc length. Low power mode. Better hurry up and finish, huh? So here we go. Check it out, though. Be careful. The sector area is all of this, okay? So 360 minus 55 equals 305 degrees. So our area, the sector, equals 305 divided by 360 times pi times 11.2 squared. Now, because the problem is given to us with a decimal, then our answer can be okay with a decimal. So let's see what that works out to be. 305 divided by 360 times 11.2 squared gives us 107 we'll call that 106.28. So 106.28 millimeters squared is our area. And our arc length is 305 divided by 360 times pi times 11.2 times 2. Let's see. 305 divided by 360 times 11.2 times 2 gives us this number, 18.98. Again, I could put that into a fraction, but it's going to be pretty gnarly. 18.98 pi. Oh, shoot. I didn't put pi in the last one. So this is 18.98 pi millimeters. And up here, I need a pi in this answer. So here we go. This needs to have a pi millimeters squared. Okay. Work backwards to find the radius. So here we go. First one, we have, let's draw our circle in here. And we have an 80-degree arc. And the length of this arc is 88 pi. What is the diameter? All right, so this is our radius. We're going to use the formula with diameter. So arc length equals theta over 360 times pi d. So let's plug in what we know. Arc length is 88 pi equals theta over 360. Whoops, I know theta. I know 80 over 360 times pi d. The very first thing when you're working backwards, you'll notice that pi is on both sides, so it's always going to cancel out. And I'm going to multiply times the reciprocal of whatever I've got here. So both sides, 360 over 80. So multiply both sides by 360 over 80 times 88. And that gives me a diameter of 396. No units, so is what it is. Next one, got another circle. And here we know, what do we know about this circle? We want to find the angle. The arc length is 14 pi, and the radius is 18. All right, so arc length equals theta over 360 times 2 pi r, because here I'm given radius. So arc length is 14 pi equals theta over 360 times 2 pi times 18. All right, again, my pi's cancel. I'm going to multiply times 360. 2 times 18 is 36. So 360 over 36, which of course is 10. So my theta equals 140 degrees. All right, last one. One more circle. Now we're looking for area, so we're going to use a slightly different formula. So we have a 90-degree central angle. So I know that's 9 degrees right there. And the area of the sector is 9 pi. What is the radius? All right, so area of the sector equals theta over 360 times pi r squared. So this is 9 pi times 90 over 360 times pi r squared. Again, first thing, the pi's cancel. I'm going to multiply times 360 over 90 times 360 over 90, which is 4. 4 times 9 is 36, equals r squared, so r equals 6. And you may remember that was a problem from the first page. All right, hope you enjoy the notes. I am very sorry that I haven't been around for you guys on B days. I will be back on Thursday. We will have a test over 9, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on Thursday. Looking forward to it. Woo woo.